Hi everyone, how are you? It's Leah Coss with the Mortgage Center, and I wanted to talk to you about private lending and just let you know who these private people are that are offering you money, and whether you need them or whether you should perhaps look somewhere else. So first of all, who the heck are these people that are private lenders? Well, they're actually just people. Whether it be one guy who's got a lot of money and every year he goes, I could buy a sports car or I could invest it into something. If he decides to invest, he may look at his options and say, look, if I invest into mortgages, I've got pretty heavy duty collateral. So it's pretty rare that I'm going to actually lose any money on the transaction. As well, I'm making really good interest. I'm making more than I would putting it in my savings account, more than I would an RRSP or a mutual fund of some sort, and it's less riskier than putting it on the stock market. So they very commonly will just put it into mortgages, and literally if I need a private lender, I'll be calling him on his cell phone going, hey, do you want to lend money to this person? That's what a private lender is. Now there's also something else called MIC, M-I-C. And what these are actually where just regular people like you and I are, again, looking at our smaller amounts of savings, but going, where do I want to put them? And again, because a mortgage is a great investment, they're actually going to pool the funds into a MIC, and then once it builds up to a certain degree, now you have money that you can just start lending out on mortgages. So again, you're making good interest rates, it's fairly safe, and so long as you have a good person and a good company that's managing the mix, you're going to do pretty good. So that's who they are. Now, why would you ever consider using them? Well, for me, myself, I do have a portfolio of private lenders, and the way I like to look at any client that comes to me is, at the end of the day, if your credit is horrible, if you don't have documented income because maybe you work and you just get cash, or it's all under the table, maybe you own your own business and you write off so many things that you may make $100,000, but it only looks like you make 20, so you're not qualifying for anything. Or this isn't something they want to be famous for, but if you are in an industry that's perhaps frowned upon a little bit, like an escort business or pornography, or things of that nature, banks and non-banks don't really want to associate with that or look like they're supporting those industries, so they just stay away from them altogether. And you could have documented income, the best credit in the world, but they won't touch you. So in that case, you need to go to a private lender. Okay, so I like to say there aren't really any deals that I can't get done. You might just have to pay more for it. And that's really where the private lenders are making their money, is they're, what I like to say, picking up the crumbs. They're picking up the deals that aren't conventional, that you can't get done through the regular sources. So that's who they are. They do charge more. For example, they're going to charge you a fee for using their service. They're also going to charge you a higher interest rate. And that's simply because they're not set up like a bank does with underwriters and so forth. They have someone who just manages the funds. And that's really how it works. So if you're in a situation where you've been turned down by banks, non-banks, if you've even gone to mortgage brokers, a lot of them don't want to deal with the hassle of these difficult files, then give me a call, because I work with them. I don't mind picking up those crumbs, not to say that you're crumbs, but if you have bad credit, if you've been declined because of your income that isn't documented or things of that nature, give me a call. We can get something done, and I can let you know how much it's going to cost and how it'll work, and then you can decide from there without any pressure whether it's something that you want to go forward with. But at the end of the day, if it's a difference between getting the house of your dreams and not, you might want to look at private lending. All right, so if you have any questions, as always, give me a call, 604-313-9996. You can also go to my website, mortgagesinvancouver.com. Thanks so much.